Ever felt like your school textbooks didn't tell you the whole story? Well, you might be right. Today, we're diving into 10 mind-blowing facts that challenge everything you thought you knew. Get ready, because class is officially in session. First up, Albert Einstein. We all know him as the genius who redefined physics, but did you know he failed multiple classes and even his college entrance exam? It's true. It just goes to show that a few bad grades don't define your future. Even geniuses have their off days. Next, let's talk about love. We always say I love you with all my heart, but for centuries, people literally believed the heart was the center of all emotions and thoughts. The ancient Egyptians even threw away the brain during mummification but carefully preserved the heart. It wasn't until much later that we figured out our brain is the real command center. Speaking of getting things wrong, have you ever looked at a world map? Well, every single one is slightly inaccurate. It's impossible to perfectly flatten a sphere onto a 2D surface without distorting something, so countries like Greenland often look way bigger than they actually are. The world isn't quite as it seems on paper. And how about those Vikings? Picture a big, burly warrior with a horn helmet. Right, wrong. There's absolutely no historical evidence that Vikings ever wore horn helmets. That whole look was actually invented for an opera in the 1800s. So much for that classic costume. Here's another big one. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space with the naked eye. Astronauts have confirmed it time and time again. It's an incredible structure, but it's just too narrow to be seen from that distance. It's like trying to see a single human hair from 2 miles away. Now, let's head to the kitchen. Can you imagine a world without ketchup or marinara sauce? For a long time in Europe, tomatoes were considered poisonous. They belonged to the nightshade family, and wealthy people who ate them off pewter plates sometimes got sick from lead poisoning, which they blamed on the innocent tomato. Think you know your history? Napoleon Bonaparte, the infamous French emperor, is always depicted as being super short, but he was actually around 5 feet 7 inches, which was average height for a Frenchman at the time. The short myth was likely a product of British propaganda. Don't believe everything you hear. And for all the parents out there, here's a shocker: sugar doesn't actually make kids hyper. Multiple studies have shown no direct link between sugar consumption and hyperactivity. It's more likely the excitement of the party or the special occasion causing all that energy, not the cake itself. Let's talk bling. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and they're forever, right? They're also marketed as being incredibly rare. But that's not exactly true. Their supply is tightly controlled by a few large companies to keep prices high. They aren't nearly as scarce as we're led to believe. Finally, let's bring it back home to planet Earth. We learn in school that it's a perfect sphere, but it's not, due to its rotation. The Earth bulges at the equator and is slightly flattened at the poles. It's technically an oblate spheroid. So, our own planet isn't as perfectly round as we thought. So, what do you think? Did any of these facts blow your mind? It just goes to show that history and science are always evolving, and there's always more to learn beyond the classroom. If you enjoyed uncovering these truths with me, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.